Welcome SVPX to our presentation on chapter number 5, Father's Help, and this is part 1 of our presentation. So, the writer of this chapter is R.K. Narayan, and he also wrote a very famous book called Malgudi Days, right? So, we are going to know more about R.K. Narayan in our following slide. So, let's move on to our next slide, okay? So, Chapter 5, Father's Help. When telling lies makes things worse. What does this mean? It means अगर हम झूठ बोलते हैं तो जो चीज़ें हैं वो बिगड़ जाती हैं. They become worse. Okay? Now, let's move on. Vacations are fun times, but then they come to an end and it is time to go back to school. Talk about an unforgettable back to school experience. Now, for all of us, vacations are fun times. We all become excited and we are full of energy, right? We go to different places, right? During our vacations, most of us go to our hometowns to meet our grandparents, right? And we have a lot of fun during our vacations. Summer vacation and winter vacations, and we never feel like going back to school during our vacations. And when our vacations they come to an end and it's our time to go to the school, we all wish to God that let these vacations extend more, there should be no school, right? But this can't happen anyways, right? So what you have to do, you have to you have to talk about your unforgettable back to school experience in your class. Your best vacations which you have ever experienced, you have to talk about that in your class. Let's move on. What would make a day satisfying or difficult? Put down your thoughts in a table with 2 columns, satisfying day and difficult day. So now what you have to do is you have to make 2 columns, okay? In one column, you have to write satisfying day, and in another one, you're going to write difficult day. Now, what does satisfying day means? Like, it's the thing which makes you satisfied, it makes you happy that, okay, this day has gone very nice, that day has made you very happy. So that will be your satisfying day, okay? Now, let me help you with one such example in which you are going to put your thoughts under satisfying day and difficult day. So for difficult day, I'm going to tell you the first thing, that suppose you are not prepared for your all the subjects, SST, science and maths. You have not even learned a single lesson. आपने एक भी lesson को याद नहीं किया. Now your teacher, if she asks you the questions for all these subjects, SST, science and maths, on that day, when you are not even prepared for it. So it will be the most difficult day for you, right? Because you do not know the answers for those questions because you have not learned the chapter, right? So it will be the most difficult day for you. And on the satisfying day, it will be like you have learned all the lessons, all the chapters in the subjects like SST, science and maths, and the teacher, she asks you the questions and you are able to answer it, right? You are able to understand the question and you are giving the right answers to all the questions. Then it will be the most satisfying day for you, right? So like these, you have to write more of your thoughts under satisfying day and difficult day. Now let's move on. All is well that ends well. Imagine an exceptional day. It could be exciting or exasperating or both. Draw and write to describe the day and express your feelings. Now what you have to do, you have to imagine your exceptional day, like what all things go in your daily life, जो आपके साथ everyday होता है, आपका जो everyday routine है, except that there is one single day in which it's very special to you. It can be in a good way or you'll be excited for that exceptional day. Let's talk about your birthday, right? It is very special day. All the days, all year long, it's same. You study, you play with your friends, then you go to school, right? But on your birthdays, it is very special day for you, right? So this can be your exceptional day. You can imagine about that day when it's your birthday. Okay, that can be your exceptional day. Now, it can be exciting, right? Of course, your birthdays, it's exciting for all of us. But yeah, there are some of us who feel very sad, right, on our birthdays, our exceptional day. So you have to talk about that, right? You have to write about that day. You have to describe it. आपको अपनी feelings को describe करना in that, right? And even you have to draw about that day. What is happening on that day, right? So you have to draw and write to describe the day and express your feelings. Now let's move on. So before we read, we are going to know about the writer of this chapter. And who is the writer of this chapter? It's R.K. Narayan, as we have learned in our previous slide. R.K. Narayan was an Indian writer. His name is often taken along with Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao as one of the fathers of Indian literature in the English language. He earned his bachelor's degree from Maharaja College of Mysore. In 1930, he wrote his first novel, Swami and Friends, which got published in 1935. He won the Satya Academy Award for his novel, The Guide, in 1958. So I think there's no need to explain this. You must have got it, right? There's nothing to learn about it. Just it's to tell you who is R.K. Narayan and his achievements. Okay? Now, Father's Help. This is our chapter's name, right? So, Father's Help appeared in Narayan's book called Malgudi School Days. So, there's a book called Malgudi School Days. Okay? So, from that, Father's Help, this is a small extract from it, okay, taken from the book, one of the book of Narayan, and that is Malgudi School Days. It is a classic children's book and many generations have cherished it in India. Like his other works, this book is also set in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. It is a book revolving around a funny little boy called Swami and his peculiar antics. Children played a crucial role in Narayan's life as well as work. The writer has been applauded for his realistic depiction of the day-to-day life of a child in India. Okay, so this was a summary, or you can say what is this story about. Okay, so let's move on to our chapter. So our chapter is Father's Help. Now let's move on to our chapter. Lying in a bed. Let's continue again. Lying in bed, Swaminathan realized with a shudder that it was Monday morning. It looked as though only a moment ago it had been the last period on Friday, but Monday was already here. He hoped that an earthquake would reduce the school building to dust, but that good building, Albert Mission School, had withstood similar prayers for over 100 years now. Now, what does this mean? So before telling you that, let's mark some words which is hard, like shudder, right? So this may be hard for you. So what is the meaning of shudder? Shudder means shiver. Shudder means shiver. S-H-I-V-E-R, shiver. Okay, so lying in bed, Swaminathan, we can also say Swami. So it is the name of a little boy whose name was Swami and his full name was Swaminathan. Okay, now he realized with a shudder, with a shiver, that it was Monday morning. So when he woke up, he realized that it is Monday morning now. It looked as though only a moment ago it had been the last period of Friday. So now what happened? This boy, Swaminathan, when he woke up, he suddenly realized that it was Monday morning. And what happened? He suddenly thought, he got to know that it was Monday morning because before that he was thinking that it was the last period on Friday. Like he imagined that he's in the school and it is the last period on Friday. So now he's happy that he is going to enjoy the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, at home playing with his friends and not studying, right? But when he woke up in the morning, he was lying in the bed, right? So Swaminathan, suddenly he realized that with a shiver, with a shudder, that it was Monday morning. Now, the environment around him, it looked like as if it was the last period on Friday, but Monday was already there, right? It was already Monday. Now he hoped that an earthquake would reduce the school building to dust, but the good building, Albert Mission School, what is the name of the school? Albert Mission School, had withstood similar prayers for over 100 years now. Now what happened? As Swaminathan, he realized that it was Monday morning. He prayed to the God that there should be an earthquake, and in that earthquake the school building should fall down and it should turn into a dust. Now most of us, when we do not do our homework and we realize that it is our day to submit it and it's a final day, and the teacher has asked us to submit it, or else there will be a call to our parents that we have not completed our work. So in the morning, what do we pray to God? God, please, there should be an earthquake, right? And the school building should get destroyed. It should fall down, right? So that there will be no school and we won't get any scoldings, right? So similarly, Swaminathan, he also hoped that the school building should turn into dust in an earthquake. But his school, Albert Mission School, right, it was a very good building, in the sense when the earthquake will be coming, this building is not going to fall down. It's very strong. So it meant that. Now Albert Mission School had withstood similar prayers for over 100 years now. So this school, Albert Mission School, is very old school, right? Now many of the students from Albert Mission School have prayed to the God the same thing, that the earthquake should make the school building turn into a dust or make the school building destroyed, right? But the school has never fallen down, has never got destroyed at all. So this is it for this presentation. We are going to continue this chapter in our next presentation. So thank you.